Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today, RMG ML Sports Holdings just filed an 8K, and I'm seeing a key detail about their IPO that matters. Quick note, this is not financial advice, just my take on public filings for educational purposes. This filing confirms the completion of their initial public offering and how much cash they raised, which is a big step for any company going public. So, what we have here is a big announcement from RMG ML Sports Holdings. They've officially completed their IPO, which stands for Initial Public Offering. Think of it as the first time a private company sells its stock to the public on a stock exchange. This filing is basically them telling the world, hey, we've done it, and here is what happened. This company, RMG ML Sports Holdings, is now publicly traded. This means anyone can buy a piece of ownership in the company by purchasing its shares. It is a huge milestone for them, and usually a sign that they plan to grow and need a lot of money to do it. They are listed on the Nasdaq stock market, LLC, a pretty big deal. Now, what exactly did they sell to the public? It is not just plain old stock, they sold units. Each unit is like a little bundle. Inside this bundle, you get one Class A ordinary share. This is the basic ownership stake you usually think of, but you also get something else, a right to receive a fraction of another ordinary share later on. This right is tied to a future event, specifically the company's initial business combination. This often means a SPAC, a special purpose acquisition company, is involved. They are essentially raising money to buy another company, so you are buying stock and a future potential stake, all wrapped up together. One thing to note is that this company has checked the box for being an emerging growth company. This is a designation that allows them to follow some simpler accounting rules for a period. It is common for newer public companies to take advantage of this to ease their transition. They have also elected not to use the extended transition period, meaning they will adopt new accounting standards as they come out, which is often seen as a sign of preparedness. This section is where the real action is in this filing. It details the completion of their IPO and related transactions. They sold 20 million units at $10 each, bringing in a massive $200 million. That is a lot of money, and it shows significant investor interest. On top of the initial sale, the underwriters who helped sell the stocks had an option to buy more shares if demand was high. This is called an over-allotment option. In this case, they exercised part of that option buying an additional 1.65 million units. This means the company got even more money, specifically another $16.5 million. This is a good sign because it indicates that the initial offering was successful and the underwriters believe there is strong demand. A big chunk of this money, a total of over $216 million, is being held in a trust account. This is very typical for SPACs. The money in this trust is usually reserved for the acquisition of another company. When a SPAC is formed, it needs to find a target company to merge with within a certain time frame. If it doesn't, the money is returned to the investors. This large amount in trust shows they have substantial capital, ready for their next move. The underwriters decided not to buy any more units beyond what they already did. This means the remaining part of the over-allotment option was not used. Because of this, some Class B ordinary shares, which are typically held by the company's founders or sponsors, were forfeited. This means those shares are no longer outstanding. It is part of the structure to manage dilution and ensure the initial public offering stays within its planned parameters. They also provided an audited balance sheet reflecting these IPO proceeds. An audited balance sheet shows a company's assets, liabilities, and equity at a specific point in time. This is important because it gives an independent confirmation of the company's financial position right after the IPO. This is a key document for understanding how much capital they truly have at their disposal. Along with the audited balance sheet, there is also a pro forma balance sheet. A pro forma statement is like a what-if financial picture. It shows how the company's finances would look after certain events like this IPO and the over-allotment. It helps investors see the financial impact of these transactions clearly. At the end of the report, we see the signature of James Carpenter, the Chief Executive Officer. This signature confirms that he is attesting to the accuracy of the information presented in this filing. It is a formal declaration that the company stands behind these reported events. Looking at this filing, the main story is the successful completion of RMG ML Sports Holdings IPO. They've raised a significant amount of capital and are now a public entity. The structure involving units, rights, and a trust account points strongly towards this being a SPAC. The critical next step for them, and what investors will be watching closely, is identifying and merging with a target company. The amount of money in the trust account gives them a good runway to find that right opportunity. A comparable situation is many SPACs that have successfully merged and then gone on to grow their target businesses. However, we also see countless SPACs that struggle to find a suitable merger or whose targets underperform post-merger, leading to significant shareholder losses. The real test for RMG ML Sports Holdings is yet to come with their business combination. The risk here is that they might not find a good target or that the market for their eventual business combination is not favourable. What I am actually looking for is the announcement of their business combination and the strategic fit of the target company. Oh, and the research tools I actually use are linked in the description. They help keep this channel going. That is my take. Stay decoded. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description.